You want to know the fastest way to genuinely change yourself? Give yourself the ick of yourself. Give yourself your own ick. Put some ick on you because any behavior that is not up to par with who you actually want to be has got to go if you want to actually live that life and manifest that reality. The world is a mirror, and if you're exhibiting behavior that is not congruent with the person that you are becoming, it is going to prevent you from moving into that next level and actually becoming that person. That's what we're discussing in this episode of Roxy Talks. Stay tuned. What is up, my beautiful, gorgeous, unicorn, magical creature? Welcome to another episode of Roxy Talks, where we discuss everything required for you to live a life that absolutely blows your mind, that you feel obsessed with, that you wake up every day like, fuck yeah, I can't believe this is my life. That is what I care about. I am Roxy Lee, your favorite manifestation coach and dream self psychic. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoy the kind of content that is going to help you live a life of your absolute dreams, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. I drop new videos every Monday and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. PST, and I'm always chatting live during the premiere, so make sure you come say hi. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible, and everyone deserves to live a life they can be absolutely obsessed with. Now, if at any time during this video you're like, Roxy, can you just sit down with me and look into my situation? Tell me, where am I getting in my own way? Tell me, how am I repeating patterns that I am ready to move on from? Tell me how to step into the identity of the person I want to become. Yes, that is what I do in my private work. RoxyTalks.com is where you can find that. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. And while you're down there, make sure you download my 30 Days of Alignment challenge. It is completely free, and it's actually the challenge that I gave myself that changed my life 7 years ago. And I'm still following the principles today, and it's literally why I'm sitting here right now, still living out my dream life. All of the principles that I live by were built inside of the 30 Days of Alignment. You can download that for free in the description below. So on this channel, we talk a lot about like changing yourself, how to become like the next version of yourself, how to create your dream life, all of those things. Literally anything having to do with you elevating the parts inside of yourself that you don't like anymore, that you don't identify with anymore, that you want to change, that you know are holding you back from becoming the person that you want to be. That's like what I care about. Like that is the most important thing to me. I am always working on myself. Even when I was a kid, I was fascinated by self-help. Like I loved the self-help section inside of Barnes and Noble. I just thought the concept was fascinating of like, what do you mean self-help? What do you mean like work on yourself? Like, what does that fucking mean? And I've just always been fascinated by the idea of like always bettering yourself. And I think as a Scorpio, I learned that there's like 3 levels of Scorpio. You have the Scorpio, you have the eagle, and then you have the phoenix. And the goal is to be the phoenix that's constantly shedding the old self and being reborn from the ashes of, you know, what once was. I even have a tattoo that says ashes to ashes across my stomach. As I'm saying all these things now, I'm like, oh yeah, man, I've been obsessed with the idea of transformation my whole life. I'm a Scorpio, right? Sex, death, rebirth, that's like what we care about. However, I get really like juiced up on it. If you can see, like my jollies haven't gotten on it just on this conversation because I love the idea of like, ooh, I spotted something I don't like. Now it's fucking changed. Boom, bye, bitch. Like as soon as I spot you, I'm fucking on your ass. You know what I mean? So that's what this conversation is like, when can you find those areas that bring you back to a version of yourself that you don't want to be anymore? Because I know for me, when I look back on like some of the things that I did in my past, I am not super proud of like who I've been all the time. We all have those times where we say stupid shit or we say mean shit. We say shit we wish we hadn't said. We say shit we didn't mean. We say shit we didn't understand at the time. We defend things we don't understand. We defend things we don't have all the information for. We put our foots in our mouths. We embarrass ourselves. Like there's so many different ways that we do things that cause us like internal shame and internal judgment. And that piles up over time, and it gives you this picture and composite of yourself that's like not super accurate and not very friendly a lot of times. And if you're somebody that like judges yourself against who you've been and where you are, you know, maybe you do have like a hypercritical or maybe even like a semi-critical eye on yourself. It's understandable, and I don't want to deny that. And I'm obviously not saying like stop giving a fuck about how you come across. I'm actually saying the opposite. Like I really do think it's very important to be conscious of how you affect people, because that's really all there is human interaction. If you really think about it, the only thing that actually exists is like interpersonal relationships. Everything else is empty. Everything inside of you is going on inside of you, and that's just your soul's journey. But when you look at like actual interactions with other humans and relationships, like that's really all there is on the planet. This is a place of connection. It's like the self discovering the self in different ways. The self discovering the self, the self discovering the self. It's all about relationships. inner, outer, within, without, interconnected, whatever. There really isn't anything beyond relationship on the planet if you really think about it. Like, it doesn't go beyond that. Everything you do requires some sort of human interaction. Even me sitting here, I'm in a room by myself talking to myself. I'm talking to a machine made by humans, lights made by humans, a chair made by humans. I'm going to go and edit this video by myself, but then I'm going to go put it out on the internet made by humans to go be consumed by humans. It's all just this dance of interaction. That's all that really exists if you think about it. So who you are and how you come across and how you come off is so important if you actually want to do something positive with this lifetime. And I'm not even talking about like achieving the things that you want. I'm just talking about who the fuck you are. Like, how do people remember you? How do you affect people? How do you come across, right? The person that you want to be is achieved by you noticing where and how you are behaving and deciding whether or not that aligns with the person that you want to be. Does the behavior you're exhibiting, the way you react, the way you act, the way you respond, the way you treat people, the way you treat yourself, what you do with your day, what you aim for, what you struggle for, what you strive for, what you believe in, does that line up with the person that just naturally automatically has the life you want? And if it doesn't, then your job is to look at those places where you are misaligned with the person that has the life that you want automatically, and then changing those things specifically. You can go in and do the surgery, personality surgery, and fine tune those specific areas with 360 method, 360method.co. I'll leave a link to that below. That's my personal method that I created to change anything that I want within myself, and it affects reality. So it's not just a manifesting tool, it's an identity reshaping tool. It's a daily system that affects every single area of your life, that works on every single area of your life, and it works for the rest of your life. So once you're in 360, you will use it for life. You will use it on every single area of your life. You will use it for life, and you'll always come back to it. And I know that because that is exactly what's happened to me with 360 and with all of the people that are inside of it already. So 360method.co if you want to master the art of actually being the person you want to be and creating the life that you want to create. But for this conversation, we're discussing right now how when you decide you want something different for yourself, your job is to pay attention to where you are doing the opposite. Where are you doing things that you don't like anymore? Where are you letting things slide? Where have your standards internally, your own standards, gotten lax? Where have you not been enforcing the person you're meant to be? Is it in your communication? Is it in how you're showing up? Is it in how you're talking to yourself? Is it in how you're believing? Is it in how you're reacting? Is it in, I don't know, fill in the blank, drop it below. I'd love to hear, because everybody is different and everybody has their own way of holding themselves back. And you're going to find that some of the areas where you want to change that you're not able to, it's really sticky in there. There's like energetic glue. There's old ways that you've been doing things, ways you've been thinking, ways you've been showing up that are deeply ingrained. A lot of these things you think are your personality. A lot of your habits you have decided are a personality trait. This is just the way I am. This is just how I am. This is just how I do it. When in reality, it's just a fucking habit. It's a habit that has gone unchecked for so long that it has now like opened up shop. It's put up a sign front. Now it's like Tiffany's Troubles or whatever. Tiffany's gonna be like, why did you call me out? But really, if you think about it, like, you have your own way of doing things that stand in your own way that you don't even realize. I'll link my video that I just put up about how you sabotage yourself and being able to identify what that looks like. But when it comes to making changes within, you have to understand where and how it is that you're preventing yourself from moving forward. Identifying where those spaces are and how you do it is super crucial. Now, you may be thinking, oh, I know exactly how I do it. I know exactly what I want to change. I know exactly what I'm not happy with anymore. Great. This is where it's going to get fun, okay? So when you know what it is that you do that you don't like anymore, you are going to go out and you're going to give yourself the ick about it, okay? Now, the fastest and easiest way to do this is to go be around somebody who displays that habit. You know, those people who like complain like the whole time. Like, you go to an event with them and they're complaining about the parking, they're complaining about the shoes, they're complaining about the lighting, the temperature, the lines, how long it takes to this thing and that thing, and then, oh, this, now this, and then now this, and they're complaining the entire fucking time. And you're like, bro, can we just be? Do we get to enjoy any moment of this? Do I get to have 5 minutes of enjoyment of this? No, because you picked the wrong person to fucking go with. And I'm not shaming anybody. Because, hey, this is a video about illuminating the things that you don't like about yourself, the things that you want to change. And if you are somebody who tends to complain, I'll just let you know that people don't like it. It's not fun to be around. But if you are a complainer, go be around a complainer. Go be around someone else that complains the entire time and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to keep all that shit to myself. Because like saying it once, fine. Saying it 35 times, get the fuck out of here. Like, go away. Deal with your shit. Be an adult. Like, oh my God, we're all in line. It's hot for everybody. Everybody's feet hurt. We all had to park. We get it. We get it. We're with you. Say it once. We have the camaraderie. Yeah, we did that. And then we move on. And then we find the enjoyment in it, right? Like we don't sit there and dwell on it. And this is just an example. And it's no shade again, no judgies. But, you know, finding an ick in someone else will very quickly find the ick in you. You can namaste someone's ick. You know, a good place to namaste someone's ick is the comment section on social media, because people are going to naturally share the shit that they don't like. I don't know why. I don't know why people feel like they want to talk about what they don't like all over the fucking internet, but for some reason that's like the thing people want to do with their time. But it's very easy to go find anything that's wrong with anybody in any comment section anywhere, really. So go find a video that describes the thing you want to ick yourself out about and go to the comment section. Go read the comments. The idea is to let yourself become like truly, truly turned off by the behavior so that you don't exhibit it anymore, right? So like you see it and you're like, like no more, that is gross. It is nasty. I don't want to do that anymore. No thank yous. And listen, disgust is a really, really good pattern interrupt, okay? And you know how I know that? Because my guides give me the most disgusting analogies sometimes. I'm going to link my don't eat your poop video. It actually is very relevant to this conversation of like seeing something you don't like and saying no thank you. That's literally like what I talked about, is like how to stop buying into what your 3D reality shows you. But the analogy they gave me is like super disgusting and super gross, but it sticks in your mind. You remember it and you're like, oh yeah, I'm not going to eat my own poop, right? Like, no, I'm not going to do that. No, there's not an amount of money that you can pay me ever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. I don't care if it's billions. I don't care if it's trillions with a T. I'm not going to fucking do it, right? Like we have limits. So you can use that disgust on the traits that you don't like, right? Again, giving yourself the ick, letting it become disgusting, letting it become like, ooh, I don't want to be like that. Like that's kind of gross. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to exhibit that behavior. Once your brain associates that behavior with like, not me, no, not me, not me, not me, it's so much easier to change. And you can change really fast by literally just being grossed out by the behavior. Maybe that's just me because I have a super gross, like I have a very low gross tolerance. I don't like gross anything. I've talked about this before. I don't like gross smells. I don't like gross. I don't like gross. I don't like gross. So gross is a really good way for me to be like, no thank you. No thank yous. I'm good on that. I don't need it. Okay, we're good over here. And if you can put that on your own behavior, it is going to make change so much easier for you, because you can like have an emotional gag reflex. You can have an emotional gag reflex on your own behavior. And then you like, never mind, not doing that anymore. So instead of like trying to make yourself change and going through all these like drills of like, I need to be a better person and blah, 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 whatever, go get icked out by the behavior. Because I'm going to be real with you, everybody else around you is probably already icked out. So it's probably not a far jump, and you could probably find someone else that's icking their circle in the same way. And I will say I have actually done this because I used to complain a lot when I was younger. And, you know, I guess in my defense, it was kind of like I have ADHD. I kind of blurt things out, right? I say wild things. And sometimes like I don't have the brain to mouth like stopper. Not that I don't have a filter. It's more so just like, it's there. It's like right out the door, like right out there. And so like if I'm really hungry, like I can't think of anything else, and my brain just, and I'm just like say, oh, I'm so hungry. Like I'll say it a million times. And so, you know, before I understood what being negative actually meant, like I really didn't understand it for a long time until I read The Secret. I did not get what someone meant when they said someone was being negative, and I was definitely. I had my moments of being negative. I will be real. Like that's why I literally had to make the 30 days of alignment, because I was icked out by my own behavior. I was like, I am sick of being so fucking negative. I'm sick of being a bitch about everything all the time. I'm sick of being mad all the time about everything, like when nothing is really wrong. I'm sick of that fucking behavior. So I unicked myself with the 30 days of alignment. It doesn't take that long, like I said. And even with 30 days, like I was 6 days into it and I was changed completely. So after 6 days of this challenge for myself, I started recording what I was doing every single day. I recorded those 6 days retroactively. And then every day from there on, I recorded it in real time of what I was doing to keep myself like out of my own ick zone. And then like very soon into it, I was like, this needs to be something. Like I have to put this out in the world. It's going to change people's lives because it's changing my own. And that was 7 years ago. Thousands of people have downloaded it. So I hope you do too. It's in the description below. Sorry, it is fucking hot right now. But that's okay because we can be a diva and cool down at the same time. So I want you to comment down below. I am exactly who I want to be. I am exactly who I want to be. And I want this affirmation to do a little bit of double duty because I want it to actually like put you into the energy of who you are. But I also want it to remind you that like you can be that version right now and you don't have to actually wait to become anything. The second you decide that you are a different version of yourself, you become it. And I'm actually going to link a video above where you can check out exactly what I mean by that. Because like I said, this change does not have to take forever. It can happen in an instant. You can get the ick in an instant. I know you know that. You can get the ick in an instant and then be totally icked out and change the behavior in the moment as soon as it comes up. That's 360 method where you master how to actually make the change in real time so you become a changed person. 360method.co. I'll leave the link below. And if you want to sit down with me and we can pinpoint your icks, we can look at where you are exhibiting patterns and behaviors of versions of you that you don't want to be anymore. If you want me to show you exactly what your highest self and highest version looks like, feels like, sounds like, acts like, does, that is what I do in my private work. RoxyTalks.com is where you can find that. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you never miss an update. I drop new videos every Monday and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. PST, and I'm always chatting live during the premiere, so make sure you come and say hi. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible, and everyone deserves to live a life that they're absolutely obsessed with, and they deserve to be the person they want to be. You deserve to be the version of yourself that actually makes you happy, that you're proud to be, and that is what I care about most. Thank you so much for watching this video. You're needed, you're necessary, you're gorgeous, you're amazing. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you. I love you. I'll see you next time.